right, we're here for a follow-up with Kris Paronto. Kris, thanks for taking the time again.
It's always good. I know I shake your hand 8 million times, but it does mean a lot, too, especially when we do more interviews, because it means maybe I did a good job on the last one. So
no, you did. It was really well received.
Thank you, and thank you for all you folks that watched it out there. Thank you.
Now you coming out with a new docu-series.
Yeah.
War Heroes with Kris Paronto.
Well, I wish I was the one that was smart enough to produce it and think of it. I wasn't. I'm just the guy that's narrating it and interviewing the families, or the family at this time. But hopefully it gets picked up. But what it is, it's a docu-series about Gold Star families.
Okay.
This one in particular is about Sergeant Ryan Doltz, who passed away serving our country in Iraq, and it just follows the family's, not I'd say version, but the family's life with Ryan, and then losing him and how they've coped with it after. I think it's important because I think there's people out there that know what a Gold Star family is. Unless you're in the gun community or you've had a service member in your family, you don't know what a Gold Star family is.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. It's talking to the Doltz family and remembering and honoring someone that served and gave their life in the protection of this great nation, which I don't think there can ever be enough documentaries out there explaining that. And but that's what it is. And it's coming at the Palms. I'll be there at 6:30. Who knows when it starts? They chain me to a desk, and you know the deal, brother.
Yes, I do.
But it'll come out, and I really do hope it gets picked up by a network and it continues to roll so we can honor more families out there.
Well, it's a great story.
Yes.
It's hard enough to lose a family member.
Yes.
For any reason.
Yes, correct.
But in the fighting for our great nation and protecting our way of life, it brings a whole different meaning.
It does. I've never lost a family member in combat. I've lost friends in combat. I've seen friends in front of my face die in combat. So I know that it does stay with you forever, those mental pictures. So, and it is therapeutic sometimes to talk about it.
Yeah.
So if this can help the family members and the Doltz family cope, and also bring something positive out, because they also have a foundation as well that help other families out there, and always turn, and that's what I love about the military and people within the gun community itself, is that we always try to turn negatives into positives, and that's what they're doing. It's because we never give up, we never quit, we overcome obstacles, and when a family member goes in the military, they do that in the military themselves. Believe me, as a Ranger, I know you got to overcome obstacles.
You do,
but the family also has to as well, because their life is changing too. And the possibility of another extreme life-changing event like the loss of that family member is another obstacle that they overcome, but they're showing perseverance, and it's incredible.
The family sacrifices when a soldier deploys.
Yes. When they join, they sacrifice. Example, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I'll give you an example. My grandpa, who passed away, when I joined the military, and I was just heading off to basic training, he cried. It comes to family members, and that's my grandfather, that's my abuelo. That's a family member's sacrifice too, even when you just join the military, because it's going to change them forever. Because the possibility of you not coming home comes in their life and becomes a realization. So it is important to honor those family members, because they're just as strong. And a good woman behind you, brother, that can get you through anything. And a bad woman behind you can drag you down and suck the life out of you. So having a good person and a good woman next to you, a good wife, having a good mother, somebody that supports you, can help you get through much adversity and many obstacles, and overcome those obstacles too. And that's why it is important to honor the family members, and particularly Sergeant Doltz's mom and his sister as well, because women are stronger than us, brother. They are.
I don't disagree with that.
Good woman can make you get through anything, and if you have a good one in your life, boy, hold on to that woman. Don't let her go.
All right. Now, switching gears, Battleline Tactical.
Yeah.
We talked about that in our last interview, and I know you cover everything from ammo to hand-to-hand to ARs, and phenomenal curriculum. I know you expanded that.
Yeah, we're trying to move into different markets. Yeah, and that being said, the travel though was killing me, going and being gone. So we have moved into different areas. We still have yet to really break into California, which, shocker, a tactical company can't break into California. We do try to, but everywhere else in the country, it's been well received. We primarily, and I like to primarily train, we have three home ranges that I like to use. One's at Ally Arms in Sherman, Whitesboro, Texas, and that's where Larry, the Black-Bearded Cowboy, one of our instructors, he resides there, fantastic combative instructor, former police officer, who has an amazing story in his own right if you ever want to talk to him about it. Then we also have one at Tread Proof outside of Nashville, which who doesn't want to train outside of Nashville in downtime? and they're a fantastic group of people as well. We have they're the people that own there. They're one of their owners is a former combat surgeon, and he gives a tremendous class of ballistics and first aid. Outstanding. Wow. So just to bring him on and have that, I mean, I learned things from him like, oh my gosh, I didn't know the ballistic capabilities of things, and what do you have to do in a situation where you have a bleed out. Yes, I've been through it, but when you hear it from a surgeon that the expert at it, and he is, it's just things that, man, I did something wrong, I should have done this. And then we also have one in Kiefer, Oklahoma, which is a privately owned range, but again, when we use it, it's open to the public. Okay. And the reason we love that range in Kiefer, it's run by a great guy called Eddie Ronji. Ronji is his name. He's come to many of the Battleline classes, and we can do pretty much whatever we want there because he owns the range. So when you go to a range, you want to be able to do anything and not be held by a lot of rules. Just be safe and be responsible with the gun, which is what we teach, and then be able to just get out there and shoot and do fun stuff and enjoy yourself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now, you're coming out with a new book, Patriot's Creed. Is there any crayon or pop-ups in this one?
No, not this one, because the wonderful thing, and this is thank you, Hachette and Grand Central Publishing. They're the publisher again, who did 13 Hours in the Range Away. Thank you, guys. Amazing when you actually have two books that do well. They actually give you people that help you write it this time. And I have an amazing writer that's helped me with it. Her name is Melissa Moore. It makes this job so much easier because she really does the legwork for me. But she also, she knows me now, and we actually got to know each other last year. And so she knows what Tano's like now. And we have amazing communication. So she allows me to free up time to do this. Okay. Where it's hard. Writing a book is hard. It's not easy. But it also, she knows what I'm going to say, and we also have a lot of conversations where about the book where, hey, she can transcribe things for me and we can put it in my words and it can get out there. And I think it's going to do very well. And it's not about me. Mm-hmm. I told her, I don't need any other books about me. Hey, my story's out there. The Ranger Way tells about the trials and tribulations of my life, failing and how to overcome those failures. Why don't we do a book about other people? Because there's so many other people out there that overcome adversity, and not just in combat. I have a friend of mine that's in the book. His name's Ben Morgan. He actually runs Battleline now. Oh, okay. It's about him overcoming a history of substance abuse and then becoming an Army Ranger. So I think it's going to resonate, not just because, and there are combat stories in there too, but it resonates with people, just everyday people. Like, oh my gosh, these guys aren't any superhuman. They screw up just like we do. Yeah. They just don't ever quit, and they just continue to drive on, and that's what it's going to be about. And I think it's going to be very, very, very. It's going to do very well, and I love it because it's not about me. Right. It's about everybody. It's about other warriors out there that overcame.
Now, lastly, being a security expert.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert at anything, but I appreciate that.
You have more experience than most.
Yes, sir.
How important is a wall?
Wall, it's the first line of defense. The groups and the terrorists, they're coming over, guys. The terrorists they know how to infiltrate. They're moving through our border as well. Criminals, of course, the cartel, so forth. The hardcore people, they will always try to find a way to get in, tunnels, whatever. But that being said, if you have a line of defense to make it harder on them, well, then it makes their job harder. And the ones that aren't, the hard charges, just criminals that want to come over, they're going to look in like, you know what, this is a pain in the ass. We're not going to do this. And you see other countries that have it as well, and it does work. I think it's very important. We have to protect the borders. We have to protect our sovereignty. And guys, my grandfather was an alien. He was a legal alien. He came over, got his work visa, so he was. I grew up. I'm Mexican. Came over from Mexico, but he did it the right way. Got his citizenship, and he became successul. He would even preach, hey, we got to stop the illegal immigration over here. If he was alive today, we got to stop the criminals from coming over, and we got to get our country and and help the people that we have here. Now, if you're an immigrant and you're coming over and you're doing it for the right reasons and you're doing what we require you to do, hey, great. Stay. I wouldn't be in this country if my grandpa didn't come over.
Me neither.
And this is the greatest country in the world. But you have too many that are just subserving the system, and then you have a political party that's using it basically to continue to win elections. And that is a big problem, because a political party that does that, and it is the Democratic Party, I'll just say it is, the ones that do that, and then some establishment Republicans, They're doing it for their own accord. They're doing it because they want to continue to win elections and they want to continue to stay in power.
Their
want
self-preservation.
Exactly. And that's not what this country is about. This country is about sacrifice. It's giving to others, whether you like them or not. It's laying your life down, and it's also about protecting our freedoms and our inalienable rights to continue to have those freedoms and live the life of happiness and prosperity. And I know we're going into, but is it that simple with the wall, or is it that intricate with the wall? Well, it's both. The wall establishes both.
It don't have to be.
No.
It don't have to be a problem.
No,
it don't have to be that in depth.
No, it doesn't at all. And it's a use of force issue as well. So we don't need the wall. We need drones. We need people with guns. Well, then we're going to have shootings. Drones up in the air. Who's going to run those drones? More people, and then this is going to turn into arming the drone.
Yep.
This is a non-lethal apparatus to stop the illegal immigration into this country. It is very important, and I do support it.
Great. I appreciate your time.
Brother, thanks
again.
And thanks for having me. He always lets me ramble. He's the best guy in the world. I love it. But he's going to have to edit the hell out of this, too.
I'm afraid of him.
No. Thank you all. God bless you all again. Thank you for having me on and listening to me run my suck a little bit more. Take care of yourself. And
all right.
You're the man. Thanks, brother.